Hello, and welcome to the Special Projects podcast. Please be aware that this episode may contain swearing and spoilers for Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 7. Thank you, enjoy! Should we start by talking about Game of Thrones, considering I stayed up till 6:30 in the morning to watch Game of Thrones last night?
Yes.
Was it not on earlier?
It was being live streamed, but my flatmate was like, "Oh no, I don't want to live stream it. I think we should wait until it's out in high quality and we can download it." So I was like, "Oh, okay, that shouldn't take that long."
Did you not go
But
to sleep?
I went to sleep.
Okay, good.
I went to
good.
sleep at like 7, and then I woke up today at like 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Jesus. That's later than I normally do.
Yeah, but in my defense, I'm a student, so.
So am I.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I finished my. Shut up! I finished all of my lectures and stuff. So I feel like it's definitely okay that I stayed up till 7 in the morning to watch Game of Thrones.
But I didn't have any lectures today.
Shh.
Okay, so Game of Thrones, right? So, that ending.
Oh my god, the ending was so good. It was so good.
What was his name? Peter Baelish. Baelish? Or you just pronounce it? Baelish? Okay, Baelish.
Baelish.
Creepy
yeah.
fucker.
He's always been creepy.
Yeah.
He's always.
I think
and
this reached new levels though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was
that
literally
is very
going.
true.
I was just literally going no, like when he did
I
the
think
kiss.
Yeah, I think it's worse because he kind of looks like a vicar. It makes it worse somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's terrible. And he's creepy, but I really liked it when the little bitch kid as well. New bitch
Oh,
kid.
when she backhanded him.
When Sansa backhands
He's the
him.
new Joffrey. He's the new Joffrey.
He is.
It's
And
awesome.
it's just that was a great moment when she just backhands the whiny little bitch kid.
Sansa is like fast becoming my favorite now.
She is.
Sounds
Just because she's like the fact like she puts up with so much shit and just like finally she's doing she's being allowed to do something about it.
Yeah, there was an interview because while we were waiting for it
Yeah.
to download, we were watching season 4 interviews. There's an interview with her where she's like, Sansa's essentially been a sponge. She's been like soaking up knowledge, and now
Yeah.
she's actually starting to kind of fight back, and I think that's really cool.
It all starts
yeah.
with a backhand to a bitch's face.
Exactly, that's how Tyrion started off. Tyrion's
God, yeah.
backhand Joffrey. Exactly. It's gonna be great. Sansa's gonna be the new Tyrion. It's gonna be great. And yeah, can we talk about Oberyn for like 20 minutes? What do you mean no? Okay.
Okay, this is Cassie's a few minutes of just talking about Oberyn. Go.
You guys just have a little sleep or something.
Okay, go.
Okay. Well, he's so perfect, and like no. Okay. That speech at the end with him and Tyrion when he's like, "I was disappointed that you weren't as much of a monster as your sister said you." I was like, holding back tears the entire time. Oh man.
He deserves an
I'm so
Oscar.
bad.
Not what's his name?
Who? Do you mean Tyrion?
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter
He has an Emmy.
Dinklage.
He needs
An
all the
Emmy.
Emmys.
He needs all of the awards for
He needs-
this episode and the last episode because he is
Yeah.
just fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure he'll get it.
Can-
I'm sure he'll
he-
get it.
Yeah, they need to throw Emmys at him.
Maybe Mad Men. Mad Men might get it just because it's the last season.
Ugh.
That's true. I do. No, Mad Men is very good, but I feel like maybe Peter Dinklage deserves it more. Admittedly, I haven't caught up with Mad Men. I'm only on season 5, but Mad Men is very good.
Yeah, neither am I. But
currently-
I just sort of assume they'd give it to him as like a consolation.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Hey,
everyone
if
gets
Will
it.
Arnett can't have an Emmy, then I don't feel anyone else should until he gets one.
Yep.
Fine, it's fine.
Just went quiet.
But yeah, everyone's just like, yeah, maybe. Anyway. This-
Yeah, but back to the episode of Game of Thrones.
It was. Oh my god, it was so good though.
Just
I actually think this might be my favorite of the series so far. Like of this
Season 4
this season.
is. Season 4 is definitely my favourite season of Game of
Yes,
Thrones.
I agree.
Far. I love season 4 so much. It's so good. And I didn't think it would be.
There's only one scene I didn't like in this episode.
what one?
The Melisandre in the bathtub.
Oh yeah, that was such a pointless scene.
It was just like we go back like season 1 sex position stuff, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird.
But the good
But
thing
there
about
was-
this episode is it took half like half an hour before they actually showed any butt or boobs, which I think's a new record.
But it was a glorious man butt, so, you know.
And then
Good times.
instantly, like you see butt, and then instantly cut to boobs.
Yeah.
Jorah's reaction to that was just the best. Like,
Oh, Jorah,
Friend
poor
zone
Jorah.
forever.
Oh. Taylor Swift plays in the distance. Oh, poor Jorah. Oh. He wants so little.
Tries so
Oh, poor
hard as
guy.
well.
Oh, Peter is basically what Jorah may eventually become. if he goes long enough without her, he's just gonna go crazy and turn into Peter. Poor guy.
then there's Arya being a badass, and then you got Brienne and Pod as like this weird like buddy cop. This episode
Oh,
was
yeah.
so
Oh
good.
gosh, yeah. My flatmate loves Pod to death, and he's like, "Oh, Pod lad, way, Pod lad's having some pie." It's just it's ridiculous.
Best part
I
was
love-
you can't go wrong with the gravy. That kid,
That. Oh my god, new favorite character,
he's
obviously.
everything he says is just right.
Right.
You're just like, as
Right
a
on.
lover of pie, I appreciate him. Oh no, it was so good. Yeah, it was like basically everything I wanted. Like Arya was badass, Hound was like super emo.
Yep.
It was great. It's everything I wanted in an episode. And then yeah, season 4 is definitely my favorite season. But it's not on next weekend, is it? Because of its Memorial Weekend.
What? No.
I don't think. But I'm kind of glad because without spoiling anything, a bad thing is going to happen.
Yes.
You
soon,
suck.
And I'm trying to put off the bad thing happening. That was a great sentence. I'm just trying to pretend it's not going to happen, but I know it is, and it makes me sad. But yeah.
See, now I'm just trying to
God.
guess what that bad thing is.
No, don't. No, I'm
Joffrey
sorry.
comes
I
You
shouldn't say
suck.
that.
You suck, Jesse.
Ned Stark comes back and just dies,
And dies again.
Again.
Sean Bean comes back as Sean Bean. And
Just
dies.
Sean Bean walks on and is like, alright, spear to the face.
Oh, oh, my baby, one of my.
And then he just like patches it up and goes to the pub.
And then gets
Yeah,
notified.
that was I can't believe that was an actual thing that happened. That's insane. That he got stabbed and it was just like, it's fine, and just went to get a pint. That is amazing. That is what a man should be. But yeah, oh my god, I love Oberyn though. It's just because Pedro Pascal, the guy that plays him, is such a dork. Like he's so sweet and he's such a dork, and it's really weird because Oberyn's so like lusty and like chill and like, yeah, I'm cool, and then Pedro Pascal's like, hey guys. Oh my god, it's so perfect. I love him so much. I didn't need this, guys. I didn't need another actor to fall in love with. I did not need this in my life, but you know. Carrying on. I have no
Dang.
idea what the last thing I said was.
Oh, you were
What?
talking about aubergine.
Aubergine?
That's
Prince
that's what I want to
Aubergine.
call him now, Prince Aubergine.
No, don't call Oberyn aubergine. I'll cry.
So you were talking about Prince Aubergine and how he is a lusty fuck and he likes to.
It's a lusty fuck. Some people were complaining about that if they've read the books, because he is very oversexed in the show, but I don't know, I like it. I think it works for him.
Yeah, but you like characters and guys who are like him, so of course you wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like... No, but he puts his dick in everything, but he's really nice about it. That's why I like him. I'm a writer. No, yeah, it's just... I don't know. People are complaining about it, but I think he's... I didn't think I'd like him in the show at all, because I really liked him in the books, and then I saw the casting, and I was like, meh, I don't know. And he was perfect, and I was like, damn it.
Why do they always have to be perfect?
I didn't need this. I have exams. But yeah, no, it was a very good episode. I don't know if it's either this one or the previous, or possibly Purple Wedding was my favorite. But I'd say Purple Wedding would be my favorite just because Joffrey died.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't
Like as an
explode.
episode itself, he didn't explode. What?
Yeah, he needed to explode.
Remember I
is
said
that-
last week you need to explode.
Is that why you didn't like it as much, because you wanted him to explode?
Yes, I did.
Or at least like get a few arrows in his face or something. Just kind of like a bit more like. You know how Sean Bean dies in Lord of the Rings?
Nope, that didn't happen.
That,
I never watched
but
that far.
it'll
I just
be
turned,
so
I just turned it off.
pleasurable to
Justice
watch.
when he killed those prostitutes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, I never see that far. I just turn it off and cry. Yeah, he choked on his own. Well,
Yeah,
not his own
It was
blood,
poison though.
We're gonna have this debate forever because I still will never think that he died well enough.
Yeah,
but- Okay. I'm just happy he's dead, honestly.
true.
Yeah,
The new king seems
Sorry.
pretty
Yeah, there's
chill.
that. I did like when Arya found out that he was dead. Like I could sort of just see in her mind, she was just going like, "Fuck yeah."
Fuck yeah.
She had the most
Just does
badass
little
moment
things.
this episode when the Hound asks her if that guy is on the list, and she goes, "No, I don't have his name." And then I can't remember what his name was, but he tells her her name is like, "Thanks," and it just stabs him in the heart.
That was very
I was like,
cool. I do love Arya. Arya is
Arya.
definitely one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
She's so cool. I would like to be Arya when I was about to say when I grow up. When I grow down, I would like to be Arya.
She is the perfect child. Well, I don't know. In reality, she's not. She kills people, but she is the perfect child still.
She's just badass. I just love her a lot.
Yeah.
I just want her to sit on the Iron Throne and just be awesome forever.
Yep.
Basically. That's all I want.
Yep. Are we done with Game of Thrones?
It was
We're
very
never
good.
done with Game of
Okay.
Thrones.
Right.
What do you want to talk about first?
Let's.
Because this is our comic book special.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
we
we'll
have many things
we'll
to
start
discuss.
with I guess the Batman costume because that's one of the oldest news, and then we'll kind of move on from there. We'll go DC and then we'll go
Sure.
to Marvel.
Ugh,
So
DC.
the new Batman costume,
I will not see this film.
you will not.
No,
Why?
because I hated Man of Steel so bad. So it was so bad. I hate it. I hate it.
Everyone hated Man of Steel though. No one liked it. Actually, people who didn't like Superman maybe
But
like.
somehow
Man
they're
of
still
Steel.
making another one.
It
They made money off of it though, so.
Yeah.
But that's because everyone had such high hopes for it. Like I remember seeing the trailer with you,
Yeah.
Cassie, and we thought it was awesome until we started saying Aquaman in front of it.
Yeah.
But it
It's good. Yeah.
it did look really awesome. And then until you sit down and watch it, and I think they got most of their money because people liked the trailer.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a DC high budget film. People are always going to go see it. You know, if it's a high
Yeah.
budget comic book film, it's always going to
Yeah.
make money because, you know, it's something people know. Which is why I think not to jump ahead too much because I know we're going to talk about this later, but I think this is why people are wary of Guardians of the Galaxy because no one, like everyone knows Spider-Man's origin. Most people, if they don't know as much about Thor, know of Thor, like he's God of Thunder, they know that, whereas no one really knows about Guardians of the Galaxy. But like Man of Steel, everyone knows Superman, so
Yeah.
you know they're always going to make
But
money.
you
because of
can
Superman.
tell with the Guardians thing is that they're pushing it so hard. They're tweeting about it 24/7 on the
Yeah.
Marvel Twitter, and they've done loads of trailers now. So, but back to
Yeah.
the I don't think Superman versus Batman is going to make as much money.
I did like what Caudle said when he was like, you know, Superman's doing that badly. When they're like, you know what this Superman film needs?
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, it's
Because, I mean, that's kind of, in terms of DC's films, that's kind of the only thing they have going for them, is Batman.
yeah. Batman's
I'd
been
say,
like
anyway.
one of the only decent film.
But what about Green Lantern
No.
or Jonah Hex? Cassie, surely
Yeah,
you love
that-
Jonah Hex.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot that was actually my favourite thing ever. Sorry.
Well, no, because Will Arnett's in it.
Yeah, that doesn't make it good. I love Will Arnett to death, but he's in some really, really bad films. I love him so much, but he's in some right crap. He's good. He's good in the crap. He's very good in the crap, but that doesn't negate the crap. But
Yeah.
are you seriously not going to go see it though?
No,
Are you
I won't.
like boycotting it?
I'm probably
Yes.
gonna go see it just because
I won't
I-
pay for it.
I just wanna. I don't know. It depends because if there might be other stuff out at the same time, and I don't know. I'll see what other people say. I won't be like rushing to see it or anything.
I think isn't this meant to be coming out at the same time as Captain America?
Yeah.
Isn't it? So yeah,
Yeah.
Captain America will win. So for me, so
I think I'll see Captain America fast, and then I'll wait a few weeks, see what people are saying about this Batman versus Superman or whatever it's called, and then
Whatever. I don't know.
it's actually
whatever.
okay. It's Superman versus Batman, and I'll wait and see what people are saying, and I'll decide if I go and see it or not.
Is it Superman versus Batman?
Yep.
Is that what it's actually called?
Yep.
Why is it not alphabetical? That's
It's much nicer to say Batman versus Superman rather than Superman versus Batman for some
Maybe
reason.
because Superman is because it's more of like a Superman sequel than a Batman film, I think. But
Yeah.
true.
It's
So,
yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
technically it's a
Superman versus
sequel
Batman.
of
Batman versus Superman. I don't know which one. Wait. Batman versus Superman. Batman versus Superman. Superman versus Batman. Oh, they both suck. I don't know.
I have, but the actual photo, I have no problem with Ben Affleck as Batman. The costume, I don't know. I guess it's gonna be all black, which I guess is fine.
Yeah.
The car looks
He only works
like
in
a
black.
Batmobile, I guess. It's
Oh, very, very dark grey.
It's just what gets me is the logo, the massive bat logo. It's huge. It's
It's
not
from
like
a
it's not
comic, so
huge
I'm
in
not
like a
gonna,
kind of really cool way. It's like a bat who's massive and just really fat bat. It's weird.
Fat man.
Batman.
Fat
Fat man
Batman.
on Batman.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, it's based on a very popular comic.
Yeah, I saw that. So
Series.
I understand the reasoning
What
that
is
they
is
went.
that comic Batman?
It's one of Frank Miller's.
I know. Isn't it Dark Knight Returns? It was
Yeah,
based
it's one of the ones
Yeah.
where Frank Miller did it before he went crazy.
on? Before you went crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, costume. It looks weird. Like it looks too bulky to be Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but it seems weird. Like they've gone back to the fake muscle stuff
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the 80s and 90s.
It's almost like if they puffed the chest out anymore, it looked like the Captain America with the huge chest.
As drawn by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would look like that if they
Batman
put the
is drawn
chest
by
out
Rob
anymore.
Liefeld.
Yeah,
So-
no.
Maybe
Ben Affleck kind of got that jacked.
No way.
maybe after the success of the Lego movie, they're going for like a Lego Batman look.
Oh, imagine if that just happened.
Surprise twist, it's just Will Arnett. I would cry forever. Sorry, I had to adjust myself in my chair there.
Right.
And it kind of made a fart noise, and I don't know if it
Oh
picked it up.
god. Okay. On that note, let's go. Let's talk about the Flash because the trailer's come out.
On that fart
Yeah.
note, let's talk about the Flash.
Yep.
Honestly,
Oh, poor DC.
Yeah. What's your honest
honestly, I'm
opinion?
actually really excited for that.
Really?
For the Flash.
I'm
Yeah,
quite
no,
surprised.
because I'm also the only one who actually watches Arrow.
Yes, you are.
I mean, not
Yeah,
not like
I don't really give a shit.
Arrow is dumb as hell, but it is so good.
You watch Scooby Doo.
Yeah, but like this, I mean, yeah, the things like Scooby Doo is actually like kind of good. Arrow has just like redeeming features in its dumbness. Like it's just really dumb. The last episode, the cold open was they get attacked by a whole bunch of goons who are basically the Bane soldiers from Dark Knight Rises, and then all the good guys like zip line out of a clock tower, and then all the bad guys get blown up by a woman with an RPG.
What?
Okay,
That
that
is the
does
cold
actually sound
open.
kind of fun.
Oh my god.
Okay, that sounds kind of fun. I've never really. I watched I think the first 2 episodes. And it
skip
didn't really
the
grab
first
me.
series. The first season is really boring. I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think I've even finished the first season. But the second season is sort of enjoyably dumb. I mean,
Okay.
you probably can skip some episodes, but
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
I like the look of the Flash because it looks happy as opposed to pretty much everything else DC does, which is
Yeah, it did
No,
have a
no,
nice.
death. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
For something DC, it's quite not dark and stuff. So you know.
It's quite not dark. Yeah, the color, like the sort of just like cinematography wise, it looks nice. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not really a Flash fan, but maybe
neither
that
am
will work in my favor. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah, no, I
just,
have like no attachment to the Flash.
yeah. me
Yeah,
neither.
so I wasn't that excited because of that, but maybe that will work in my favor. So
There's a few great cheesy lines in the trailer as well.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh, it's like the lightning didn't randomly hit you; it chose you, or something like that. I was like, oh really?
you know what happens when a toad gets struck by lightning? same thing that happens to everything else.
Even in good films, you still get those cheesy lines.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Avengers, "We'll be damn sure we'll avenge you" line.
Yeah. Oh, that film. I love that film
Yeah.
so much.
But yeah, it just I don't know. I'm not too sure about the Flash
But
personally.
I'm gonna watch it. I'll
Also-
try it definitely.
Also, Green Arrow gets like Spider-Man powers at the end of that trailer.
Yeah.
Like he like swings away like. Whoosh.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie might like it now.
No, there can only be one Spider-Man.
Oh my god. You have a weird attachment to Spider-Man.
Your face is weird.
Well, thanks. That was just rude. Has Andrew Garfield taught you nothing about love?
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I literally have no attachment to the Flash or feelings. I have no strong Flash feelings. So maybe that'll work in my favor. I don't know. I'll definitely try it, just to see.
Fair enough. No,
Yeah.
let me know what you think, and I might watch it somewhere down the line. But I can't be bothered to try. So currently, it looks a bit too weirdly weird for me personally. I don't know.
You should be a writer.
You know what?
Shut up.
I'm also not gonna watch Gotham. Gotham looks like the worst thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks terrible. Like
I haven't actually seen the trailer for it. I know it's out
Teen
there, but I never...
Catwoman. Like I don't want that.
I was excited for the concept, but seeing the trailer, I was like,
I need to watch the
Oh, 'cause
trailer.
it's
you know
it's
we're
by
gonna-
Fox as well, so I'm like,
Oh, you know we're gonna get like it's gonna be like Joker on a skateboard or something. Young Joker on a skateboard or something. It's
that's
gonna
what
be
that's what I want to see in my in my Gotham.
Yeah, I do find it quite strange that they're doing all the villains as kids.
I was really excited by that though, like that concept.
it-
Really excited. I love villains. I love villains so much.
But it'd be like Teen Titans, but with villains, and I thought that.
Yeah, that sounds really good to me. That sounds awesome. But then the trailer didn't really. I don't know. I was a bit like, eh.
Like, just because for me, it's like I'd rather just see like a police procedural that's set in Gotham with Batman already there, sort of like in the background. I don't really care about like young Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I don't because like I know what Bruce Wayne's journey is. I don't need to see that again.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
everyone knows. Like that's why I really like villain-based things, because you get essentially the other side of the story. That's what I really like seeing. But I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it. Like same with the Flash. But I don't know. It didn't. Neither of the trailers really inspired me as much as the concepts did. Actually, I didn't really care that much about Flash. But
Did
I was
anyone
excited
see the
about
trailer for Constantine?
For what?
No.
Constantine. That is
No.
the other DC one, and that actually looks kind of okay. It looks kind of like supernaturally sort of like. I mean, like the show Supernatural, like that sort of.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
like wasn't listening. What?
Yeah, no, it looks dumb, but like fun, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool. Sort of like
I'd rather
Guardians or like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
it's more like it's very jokey in the trailer, so like
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like it could be okay. I don't know. I mean, it might be terrible, but I'll give that one a shot as well.
Yeah, I'm. There's nothing that's come out recently that I haven't at least gone. Well, I'll try it. Even I'm not. I'm not the biggest DC fan, but I mean,
Yeah.
at the moment it's not that many of them out there. But yeah,
I find it quite strange that DC haven't gone and made a few more superhero film, like just individual superhero films, like a Wonder Woman film. Like what I find it
want a
strange
Wonder
that they
Woman
haven't made a
film
Wonder
so
Woman
badly.
film.
I want one so badly.
They're putting Wonder Woman in Superman vs Batman, I think.
Yeah, but she'll probably be in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but she
Well,
deserves
they
her
will set
own.
Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
But
if she's in it for longer, like kudos to them. As long like if it's done well, but I don't think she will be.
But I think she
Exactly.
deserves her own full film.
I would
Um,
kill
Yeah.
for a Wonder Woman.
It's so
film.
like so do many other like DC heroes. They could have their own film. There's like a lot to choose from. It's not just Batman and Superman, which
Yeah,
is
but-
like the only things they've been going on in film for the last like 30 years.
I think ever since Green Lantern, they've just been scared. Honestly,
Mm.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
think what they're gonna do is they're gonna do this. They'll do this one. They'll do Justice League, and then they'll use Justice League. Like if Justice League does well, they'll use that to sort of springboard all the films off of that. I guess like
Yeah.
spin off everything out of that. But
I would kill for a good Wonder Woman film though, seriously.
Yeah, I
would.
guess if it goes well, they'll make prequels.
yeah,
Yeah. That's like, yeah.
But I kind of feel
Yeah,
like when they do stuff like that, I
Yeah.
kind of it doesn't really like I don't feel like it works very well. Rather than like how Marvel have done it in like the phases where there's barely any
Mm.
prequels. It's kind of just like it's all in a sequence, and you can basically watch them all back to back.
Well,
Yeah.
because at least Marvel seems like they're planning stuff, whereas DC seems just like they're panicking and sort of just throwing stuff at the wall,
Yeah.
seeing what sticks.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
need to kind
pretty
of like
much.
take a step back and chill out for like a year or two, and kind of
Just chill.
just chill and just kind of like brainstorm a bit rather than going fuck we need another film, and then shoving Superman versus Batman in her face.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big DC fan, but I would seriously kill for a Wonder Woman film. Like, DC, if you're listening, I will write this film for free very happily.
The thing is,
you don't need to pay me.
everyone's been asking for a Wonder Woman film. Like, just it's one of the most kind of wanted DC films, and they just haven't done it. Which
To be
You can't even say like, oh, female led things like don't do well because Hunger Games is so popular. Like I just
Yeah.
know.
It just annoys. But to be fair, I'd rather them put it off and not release a terrible film. You know, I'd rather wait a couple of years and they do a good film, because if they did a Wonder Woman film and it was terrible, I think I'd just die. I would be so upset. Oh man.
Yeah, like I
everyone
guess
Wonder
I'd rather
Woman
they. I don't want them to like make a Zack Snyder Wonder Woman film.
Yeah.
I think they should just kind of get a new director in for their DC stuff.
You should.
Someone
Like,
someone who's happy,
yeah,
not like who doesn't want to make
Who's
stuff.
someone who's
Because,
not
like-
depressed should
Because
direct.
they're just making stuff like I think they think is like teenage boys or something. Like there's, it's all sort of just like everything's gritty and everything's like mature when it's like really not. And
You can
there's,
do
there's no
that
joy.
and have
There's
it
no
be.
joy.
Yeah, you can do gritty and have it balanced with happy. Like, for example,
The
like
Dark
Iron
Knight,
Man,
right,
Iron
the
Man
Dark Knight.
3 had
Can we
like.
just-
Wait, which Dark Knight?
The Dark
Rises
Knight.
or-
No, the one before. The Dark Knight. Because that was pretty, like, the level... They got the levels right on the Dark Knight in terms of DC films. So,
Did they?
well,
Also, I think
it
it's
was-
also the fact that Batman kind of works gritty, but like Superman is
Oh,
a
yeah,
kid's
yeah.
character. He
That's true.
is like he wears like red, blue, and yellow. You don't have to like take away his underpants and like make sure everything's like a dark color, like a dark shade or something.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, yeah, you're right then about Iron Man.
No, I was just gonna say, in terms of like Iron Man 3, like there was some pretty heavy going like PTSD stuff in there.
Mm.
But I think obviously part of that is to do, the balance is to do with the character himself. You know, Iron Man's like, he's pretty jokey, but also he's like deep troubled past of alcohol. But like, yeah, I think they do need to get the balance a little less dark, because like we're essentially the target audience. Like, I know I'm not because I have a vagina, but like you know, we're the target audience, and we watch DC stuff and we're like, oh my god, be happy, please be happy. No one is that miserable all the time.
Yeah.
I just think in the Superman, in the Man of Steel film, just everything kind of was like shit for Superman. Like his family was destroyed, he was bullied, and then his adopted father got killed, and then Zod came back and he had the weird goatee, and then everything was kind of like, oh god, and then this girl he's starting falling in love with, and then she gets kidnapped. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, he just can't get a break, and there's no
I feel
part
like-
where he's kind of happy.
He smiled like twice in that film. The first time was when he flew, which I can understand. The second time was when when everything had like finished at the end, and it's like, you don't get to smile now. You've murdered a guy.
Exactly. It's just weird. There was no kind of like, there was no happiness for him to fight for. It was just I don't really understand what he was I don't know if this sounds weird, like what he was fighting for, because there was just no joy except for that weird like 10 minutes of indie film where he was with his adopted parents. That was it. I was like, is that what you want to go back to? I'm really confused. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Is that the eventual goal of this?
It was so over the place, that film. Just it's like they didn't know what to do with what they filmed, or they didn't even know how to like write the characters.
DC are embarrassed of their own characters.
Does seem like it at the moment.
It was just weird. It was like indie film, and it wasn't that I disliked that bit of it if the whole film had been like that, if they'd gone kind of for that look to it. But it was like indie film that then switched to Hollywood blockbuster, and it was weird, and it didn't make sense to me, and I didn't like it.
No, it was bad.
Yeah.
Also, with the new Superman vs. Batman, with Jesse Eisenberg playing Lex Luthor, I'm still concerned about this. I've seen I've read a few interviews with him saying, "Oh, it's going to be quite a cool take on the character and blah blah blah."
Cool.
But it's just not. It just doesn't make sense to me, because it just doesn't.
I feel like the way they're trying to sell it is like, oh, it's new, cool, revamped Lex Luthor, and that to me sounds like it can be nothing but bad. I just don't see that going
He's edgy.
well in any
No,
way.
we want a classic, crazy Lex Luthor, who Bryan Cranston would have been perfect for. And that just didn't happen. Well, we don't know if it happened yet, but still, it's weird. Jesse Eisenberg has hair. He has iconic hair. You don't even have to see his face to know who he is.
I don't know. I don't like speculating about stuff that hasn't. Oh, I do like it, but I say I don't like it because that's what you're meant to do. But I just it doesn't enthuse me really. I'm like, basically all DC stuff at the moment. I'm more worried than I am excited, which is not a good sign.
It's not excitement. It's just disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let's keep our hopes low so that when this is inevitably bad, we're like, oh, okay. Like,
we're like, I guess this. But then if it's good, if it's all right, then it seems much better than it is. So, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Andrew pretty much got it. Like, they do need to be slightly happier. That's all that DC needs to do. They just need to
throw some color in there.
They just need some colors, and you can still have gritty. Just make it like fun. Because it's a superhero film. Like, you can be like you don't have to suspend your disbelief that much. Like, just throw some colors in there and like some crazy shit. That's what I want in a superhero film.
Yep. Okay, but we can go on to something which is much more happy. The new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Oh yeah.
That was out today. So on the level, like, you're already excited for this. Has it made you more excited or less excited?
More.
More.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm still. I can't really like place what this film is doing. Yeah, I don't know. It was just because it's sort of like maybe compared to say like Captain America, I could sort of guess the plot. Maybe I guess that's good, but.
Yeah, I like how they've kind of not given away that much about the actual plot itself. I think they're just trying to, with this trailer especially, they're trying to get everyone to kind of get used to the characters, because it's not very, like as you said before, it's not a well-known comic book, and the characters aren't well-known, unlike, you know, Iron Man and stuff like that. Everyone knows them, even if they have or haven't read the comics, but with this, they don't. And this one literally introduces you to all the characters, which I think they did really well.
Yeah, like I've only read the reboot Marvel Now, some of that Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, and I'm pretty excited for it. Like, I'm not a fan of comic Guardians really, and I'm quite excited. Like, I don't know, it looks. I showed it to my flatmates, and they were a bit like, it looks kind of dumb, and I was like, I think that's kind of the point. Hopefully, like, it's trying to sell.
Well, it's not like it's not going to be a serious. Well, there's going to have serious points in it, but I just don't think the film is going to be serious at all. The music they've chosen for the trailer is not like epic, kind of like.
Yeah, they had Spirit in the Sky. I was like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
like this a lot.
It's a fun. It's going to be. I could tell it's going to be a fun. Well, if it doesn't turn out to be, it's going to be very disappointing. But it's going to be. It's going to be.
Guardians
Well,
of the
hopefully,
Galaxy,
it's going to be
directed
a
by
fun
Christopher
movie.
Nolan. No.
But it seems like it's going to be a really fun movie.
I just sort of wish them. The only thing in the trailers I'm finding is weird is we're not getting any like villains. They're like
That's true.
They've
I
released an image.
I want Lee
They
Pace.
of
Yeah.
Ronan.
Lee
well,
Pace.
yeah, that's the thing is like I'm surprised because like Lee Pace. I guess it seems weird they sort of they made an announcement. Oh yeah, we've got Lee Pace, but then they haven't like had him in any of the trailers. Like,
It's,
I mean,
it's
he was
'cause his
definitely in
face
this
is too
one.
perfect.
but they, like
His
you
face
haven't
is
had
too
like
beautiful for mortals to stand, so they can't show him.
I can imagine them having releasing another trailer after this one, in complete honesty, with more plot. Because I don't think, I think they need a tiny bit of plot in, more plot in the
This
trailers.
needs more plot.
Because like you don't know, well, you know they're fighting for the galaxy, but like there's no kind of motive or directive in the trailers at the moment. Like not even a little bit. It's kind of like, I'm Star-Lord. Why don't you know my name? I'm gonna group
Yeah,
up
I
with
guess-
these people in jail. Let's
Yeah.
do cool shit. That's basically the trailer.
You don't really know why they're criminals or anything. You don't really know their stories, but I kind of like that. I kind of like.
It'll be shown in the film, so
I hope so.
well, yeah. Hopefully,
the one thing I'm pretty sure I don't know when they're gonna do it, but they will have to announce soon that like who or I don't know maybe they will leave it when the film comes out, but I'm pretty sure in the film we'll find who's gonna be playing Thanos
Mm.
because
ooh yeah.
Gamora and Nebula, who Karen Gillan from Doctor Who's playing,
Yeah.
they're both like their backstories, and also the Ronan guy. All of them are tied to Thanos.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like Thanos is sort of like the behind the scenes bad guy, and I feel like this is they're gonna have him in this. Like he's gonna turn
Yeah,
up.
it'll either be like reveal, like an epic reveal during, I don't know, the middle or the end of the film, or it'll be an after credits or a mid credits
Yeah.
scene where like one
Yeah.
of them calls back to him or something. I don't know, but I reckon it'd be something like that.
I think it'll be post credits. I think.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I expect that.
we had Avengers, but no, I still think it'll be post credits.
So yeah, no, I'm gonna be really interested to see who they've got, like, because
Maybe they don't
I'm
have
sure
him
they'll
yet.
get a big actor because
Spoiler, it's me.
I'm sure it's
Spoilers,
gonna
Will
be,
Arnett.
It's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
cried.
it's gonna be
Oh
a
God,
big
Will Arnett, Sam.
it's a big role. I think that they're gonna be
Yeah.
in that, like in these films. So they're gonna have to get someone big, I guess.
Yeah, because Thanos isn't coming in till the third Avengers film, right?
Yeah, he won't be like actually the bad guy until
Yeah, he'll be behind the
2018.
scenes. He'll be doing admin essentially. He'll be like the paperwork supervisor of Marvel villains. He's in the background. He's
To be
like
fair
stapling
though,
forms and
if
stuff.
they after this Guardians film is done, they'll probably see how well it does. They can do a second Guardians film before the third
Yeah.
Avengers, so they might not even reveal Thanos to give them
God,
time.
Maybe. It depends. I don't know. I'm certain by now they have an actor. Even
yeah,
if
I
he's
think-
not going to be revealed, like,
The-
I'm certain.
The other reason I say this is because I think I had a quick flick through that Marvel released like prequel comics all the time,
Yeah.
and there was one on the Nebula character, and it has stuff with Thanos in it where he's talking. But like but obviously it's a comic, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
took like
Yeah.
talking voices,
That's
but, like,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
he's actually in it and he's talking to them. So there's like, and I guess that's like a thing that comics can do is they can sort of tease like, here's some dialogue, but you don't know who it is because
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
comic.
excited though. Yeah.
I'm looking
Is
forward
it
to Guardians.
is it true? Sorry to go slightly off topic. Is it true that Tom Hiddleston isn't going to return for Loki? Because I've heard so many conflicting things about this, and I have no idea what's happening.
what?
He has to
Why
return.
would-
Well, he won't have to
why-
return, but I reckon
This
he
is
will.
this is why I was really confused because
Wait, I
someone
haven't
the other
even heard
day,
this.
Someone the other day was like, "There's a video interview where he says he's not doing Loki
No,
anymore."
I've seen
and
this.
I was like, "Are you sure that's not just in Avengers?" Because I'm almost certain that he'd come back for Thor 3.
I know he's there. Like I'm pretty sure they've all like Kevin Feige, Jeff Whedon, all those like people have said, "Oh, he's not in Avengers." And we know his staff's going to be in there, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I know he's not in Avengers, but
He'll
people were
be
saying that he
in
wasn't
the third
just...
Thor, I reckon.
Exactly, he has to. He likes playing Loki. Like I don't
There was
understand.
there was also, I mean, also I think there's a couple of those sort of contractual sort of stuff. Like there's Anthony Hopkins saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be in the next Thor," but it's like you kind
Yeah,
of
he
have
probably
to
has
be.
to be. Yeah.
Also, I mean, there's also the Hugo Weaving thing. Him saying, "Oh, I don't want to do another one," but
Yeah.
I think he's contracted for at least another one. So yeah.
What was his issue? Did he just not like the makeup?
I think he said like it wasn't a fun experience, but he didn't say. I don't think he said makeup, but I'm sure it was the makeup.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine. Oh, poor guy. I can't imagine that being fun.
No.
He just ran back to Peter Jackson. Was like, I want my wig back.
Oh, did you hear about the this is super off topic. Did you hear about the Viggo Mortensen thing?
No, what?
Oh, Viggo Mortensen has been slagging Peter Jackson off.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
he's saying-
Oh my god, I
he's
haven't
saying-
heard about this.
He was saying that the second and third Lord of the Rings were like really unplanned and were like thrown together as they
Where
went
did
along.
Is this like in an interview or something?
Yeah, no, because he's got that Two Faces of January or something out, and he's
Yeah.
and I think it might. And he was saying like he's saying that the Hobbit films are a bit of a mess, which yeah, in so much as they're being thrown together as they go along, sort of thing. Which,
Yeah, I can understand why he's saying that, because I mean Peter Jackson does edit until literally like the day before the premiere and stuff. I can understand maybe him saying that, because it does seem a little, because it is essentially like for Peter Jackson it's something he's actually interested in, and he kind of works on it and kind of throws stuff in. He just seems like that kind of director to me, like in all the kind of behind the scenes things. But I didn't know that Viggo was saying that. Oh no, that's really bad. I'll have to look that up.
He's sort of saying like, oh yeah, all like the budget and the special effects have got to him. Like he's just sort of getting like turning more into like a special effects writer, which maybe like I don't know.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. That's really bad. I didn't know that at all. No, thank you for telling me. I did not know that. Oh.
And this is where we find out there was a whole fake thing, and I heard it like the whole thing is like fake.
Yeah, this is where you make it up, and then we get an email from Peter Jackson telling us to cease immediately. Yeah, to leave the country immediately.
Hey, we might get like notoriety and like more popular.
We get banned from New Zealand for life. Oh no, I'd cry. I've always wanted to go there. If you get me banned from New Zealand, I'm gonna be so pissed off at you. Oh god, but yeah. So sorry to like talk, but yeah. Oh no, I did not know that. I'm yeah. Well, Viggo. I don't know. I don't know much about him outside of Aragorn. I know he really likes Maltesers.
He hasn't done that much after Lord of the Rings, to be honest, has he? Well, he's done the stuff.
He has.
He went serious acting.
He went serious acting. He looks very different outside of his Aragorn get up. He looks very, very different. But yeah, sorry. Well, yeah, no, I know he likes Maltesers. So.
Should we go back on to Target?
Yep.
Okay,
yeah,
so
stay back.
Agent Carter.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
You up?
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Same here. Cassie?
Yep. What a great discussion we're having.
I
know
you like it, but I have been disappointed with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I feel like Agent Carter should be good, because I think it's not going to be like, won't have the same, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is sort of has the problem they don't really know where they're going, because they can sort of go on for a while, whereas Agent Carter is like a sort of has a set end date kind of to this.
You haven't seen the last few episodes, Andrew. They know where they're going.
What?
Oh dear.
No, honestly though, you're right. With Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like it didn't really have a kind of a anywhere to go, where you're watching it now. But they kind of where it's at after the last episode, everything's pretty clear to me
Well,
on what they want to
okay,
do next season.
I've been spoiling myself, so I do actually know what's going to happen. So I know that Cassie, I'm assuming you'll cut off as well, or
No, I don't really give a shit.
Okay.
So feel free to spoil it.
Okay.
the whole like they're gonna start Shield again thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good mission statement, but it's still very open, kind of like.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I think it's more solidified in the episode. Like, do you know, like, the context of it or anything?
It's Nick Fury, right? Tells him to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's more stuff to it, but like
Yeah,
it's a lot more kind of cool to watch, like when they're talking about it and whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the essential thing that they're gonna build Shield up from the ground again with God, names escape me. That's horrible. Agent Coulson
Yeah.
as director, which I think is quite cool, but also Nick Fury's a badass, and I like him too much because I'd want him back at the top. But I don't know what's going to happen with Shield
Maybe
in
we
general. But I
Maybe
don't
we
know.
can get Nick Fury Jr. No, because that's an actual character.
Really? Oh, that'd be funny.
Marvel, because Nick Fury in the main comics used to be white, but because of the films, they were like readers were confused, so they introduced a new character who's Nick Fury's son, and it's Sam Jackson.
That's fantastic.
And like the old Nick Fury is like just mysteriously disappeared, and he's been replaced by like this new Nick Fury, and like no one says anything about it.
Wow.
It's
Smooth.
kind of amazing.
Smooth.
Oh, also
This is
he
why you
wears
should read comics.
Captain America's uniform from the Winter Soldier, the one with like the all blue one.
Bucky,
Again,
no!
no explanation why he wears someone else's costume.
What?
He wears Captain America's costume, and then no one explains why.
Oh, right.
Like the blue one from Winter
He-
Soldier, that's all blue.
He just steals it one day and no one wants to fuck with him. They're just
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fine. You can wear that. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I didn't need that. It's fine. Bucky, no!
Okay, but I've read that Agent Carter's only going to be 8 episodes long.
Yeah.
And placed between, I think, mid season of Shield.
So I think it's going to be like over Christmas.
Yeah,
Agent Carter Christmas special.
pretty much, I guess. Like, probably December and January, it's going to be Agent
Yeah.
Carter, and then Shield will start up again.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it because I like Agent Carter.
Same here, and I think it'd be cool to have it set in wartime Britain with the start
Oh,
of Shield.
God, I love wartime stuff.
I think that's why I
Also-
think you'd love it, Cassie.
The history nerd in me is just like, I'm really excited. I'm letting
Also-
you guys talk because otherwise I'll just talk about pretty people for ages. But yeah.
Also, there's just random one thing I want to be in it. I want to see Agent Carter set up Tony Stark's dad with Tony Stark's mom.
Oh,
That's
that
just
would be
like that's just
brilliant.
something I want to see. Like,
They got to do it because
I feel like that's what they're gonna do.
they're having him in it, aren't they? What's his
Yeah.
name?
I think they definitely confirmed him. I don't know if they confirmed the guy with the moustache and the hat.
I will quickly look and see if he's
So quick.
if anyone is going to be in it. Okay,
The
no
ma-
car.
the
I don't.
magic
Nothing.
of
There's nothing.
podcasting.
There's nothing there. I don't see anything.
Wow. Magic of podcasting. Wow.
Okay, but I don't know. Nothing's confirmed then.
Okay. Well, I'm excited because the history nerd in me is excited for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
I like
gonna
history
be
and
cool.
butts. That's what I like.
Also, we might get Winter Soldier cameos and stuff.
Bucky, no!
Oh, imagine that.
I'm just gonna
Um,
say Bucky no forever.
Also, Hydra will probably be in it. Like they'll be like, oh, like my name's Bob Hydra. And they're like, "Oh, hi, Bob." Like they don't realize it's Hydra.
My name's Bob Hydra. What?
Something like that.
My name's Mr. Shield. Hello, Bob Hydra. Wow.
They'll be setting up the fact that Hydra was like part of it the whole time.
Yeah.
You should be a writer. That wasn't expositional at all. That was really subtle.
I just wanted to have more
Wow.
people kind of like hugging and going, "Hail Hydra!"
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
I keep doing that to people and forgetting that they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I just seem like a neo-Nazi. It's great.
Oh god.
Great fun. It's great fun around campus. They love it. Wow.
I think that's all the
Is it
stuff,
is
isn't
it
It's
time
ti-
for our
It's
final
time.
question?
It's
is
time.
it time? It's time. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun,
We
dun.
should have final question music. I feel
We should, but for now, it'll be.
We'll just make the everyone
it's
say
the
dun 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 after
final
three.
question.
No, we're gonna get done for copyright.
Da-da-da.
No. Also, that reminds me of Job, so don't, because I don't have time for feelings. I'm trying to be professional.
But the final question, what is
I'm
it?
not even a little bit professional.
Say it.
This is our like meta time. I love it. This is our like casual post podcast, like chill out time. Oh,
I.
Oh, also, while we're on the subject of meta, can you please pick a different photo of me for the podcast?
Oh yeah, me too as well. I will take a good photo of myself. 'Cause
Yeah, do you want me to take a photo? Because I will.
Yeah,
Just
I was
please
actually
take-
meant to ask you for that, but I forgot. So I just like, you're holding a little Lego. That'd be quite cool.
I look like an idiot, and I'm holding up Lego, like yay.
I feel like my photo is worse.
Your
it-
photo makes me laugh.
Because I was trying to look for a photo of Andrew to use. It's like, he doesn't have many photos
No,
on
I
Facebook. I was scrolling through it. I found this one. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, if
I
you
f-
guys take a picture.
I feel like next
and-
episode you should have a terrible picture, and we should have really nice pictures of us.
Okay,
I
if
feel
you-
like that would be fair.
You two find a bad picture of me and send it to me,
Oh my god,
and
I
it
know
will-
which
I
photo
know
to
the
use.
picture. I know the picture.
and
Yeah,
I'll
the
do
pic-
it for
the-
this. I'll do it for next episode.
Okay. Right. Anyway. Right. Are you ready for the question? Dun dun dun.
Do it.
Okay. If you could have any superpower that I'll place limitations on this, but I'll say it simply to start with. If you could have any superpower, which superpower would you have, and what would you use it for in your day-to-day life? Like, you're not a superhero. Well, you might be afterwards, but let's say, just to start with, it's you as you, and you have a superpower.
Can we come
What would you-
up with
what
an
would you
origin
pick?
story?
What?
Can we come up with an origin story?
I guess if
Cool.
it's, okay, yeah, you can, but it has to fit in with your canon. Like,
Yep,
so
yep.
it's, as long as you can't be like, oh, when I was 5, my
Do I
dad
have to
did
be-
this or whatever.
Do I have to be?
Yeah.
Am I good or bad?
That's
you
up
can
to
pick. That's up to
I
you
can-
when you get your power.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
use your
I
powers
got it.
for good or evil. That's up to you.
Okay. I've got it. Well, I don't know if it's weird. If it's too weird, it's not weird enough though.
It can be. It doesn't have to be weird.
Okay.
I didn't say it had to be weird.
I've got it already.
Okay,
I turn into a
I'm s-
shadow.
Okay.
I turn into a shadow that can like attach to other people's shadow, and then like when they're alone, I can just be like, "Bleh!" Like, just to scare people. Nothing dodgy, just to scare people.
Why would you not be invisible? Why would you have to specifically be a shadow?
Well, it's weird, so we have to go for a weird one, not a like.
Okay, alright. I kind of
Well,
really
I
want
guess-
to
I guess-
make that comic book.
I
No,
guess I could- I
stick
guess
with the shadow. No, you have to be the
Okay.
shadow now.
I
mean,
want to know how he like finds out that power.
Yeah.
Like he runs into a
How did
wall
you-
and
how
suddenly
did
he's
you-
a shadow.
How did you gain your powers? Do you know?
I feel like some sort of magic, or it could be magic, but that's also some sort of science experiment gone wrong.
Okay.
Maybe I wake
well,
up one day and it's too bright, and I'm just like, and I'm like, ah, and then I turn into a shadow.
So you're like a vampire, but instead of dying, you turn into a shadow which can then connect to other people's shadows.
Maybe that's like my thing is like I can only have this power during the day.
Oh, so you can't stalk anyone at night.
No,
Ah.
so that
I like-
is a big flaw.
What if you're in a room, right, and they have the light on, so you turn into a shadow, and then they turn all of the lights off? What happens to you?
It's a weakness.
It's a weak. do you die or do you kind of like get thrown out the wall?
Just hurts.
Ow. Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Like the light's off.
I don't
like-
know if it would. It does sound like it would. I guess it would be a weird system, just to be invisible, but only with the intention of scaring people.
So a ghost.
Yeah, like
There's someone invisible. You don't know nothing about ghosts.
you don't know ghosts.
You don't know ghosts.
You're a ghost that you can. Well, you're a ghost. You can only be invisible when you have that like specific intention. You can't like do anything else. You
Oh,
can't like
okay.
steal stuff unless you're trying to scare someone and then you're taking their stuff. But as soon as you take their stuff, you go invisible again.
This is a very strange power. I like it a lot.
That's too perfect. I can't think of anything now. Oh, God damn it.
I can't think of anything to beat that. I was thinking of really crap
Sorry.
ones.
Maybe-
Shadows.
Maybe if like we edit it so that yours go first.
No, it's too late. No, we'll just be played as the fools we are after you. It's fine.
Okay, Cassie, do you have any idea of what yours is going to be?
I don't know. If I ever had a superpower, I bet I'd get a really lame one. Like, oh, you can produce the perfect hat for formal occasions or something. Like, I would...
Today I shall have a top hat. Bonk! Done.
Ah! Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking of some kind of shape-shifting thing.
Hmm.
I mean,
When I was
really,
thinking...
a hat that like not just have to be for formal situations, but like just a hat that like you can like have the perfect hat whenever. Like terrorist attacking, your hat turns into like an anti-terrorist robot or something.
No,
Hat.
it wasn't. It wasn't a shape-shifting hat because then I wouldn't have the superpower. The hat would have the powers.
Okay, maybe you have like a bag with hats in that you can pull out the right, like it's the right one specifically at any given time. With like it's like a hat with a cable on it, so if you want to like pick up some guy that's like
No,
So
falling or
just-
something.
just
this isn't
Cassie
me
running
having
around
the
with
power.
hat.
This is a magic hat that I happen to own. I don't want the focus to be on the hat. I want to be the hero. I don't want it to be like the magic hat plus Cassie. I want it to be like Cassie and the magic hat that she happens to own. Maybe I can channel my powers into the hat.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
it's like
the
it's a normal
hat's
hat,
only
but
magic
then
on
you
you.
turn it into whatever you want it to be.
Okay. Can it just be hats? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know. It's your idea.
I don't know. I think I've been playing too much TF2. I don't know, because originally I was thinking like shape shifting into like an animal or something, which is quite a.
That's
normal
too
one.
cool to be weird. You can't use shit that.
How about an animal that wears a hat? So that's my weakness, because everyone's like, oh, why is that dog wearing a hat? Wait a minute, that's not a dog. So it gives me away.
Ah.
Yeah.
You'd be like that
Was-
dog that wears armor.
Yeah, why is that rhino wearing a fedora? Wait a minute. Oh, that giraffe's wearing a top hat. Ah, you're clever thing. Yeah. See, that's my weakness. I can turn into animals, but they're wearing hats, so everyone knows it's me. There we go. That's my superpower.
That's oh good. You guys, I can't.
And my
I can't think
origin
of
story
anything.
is that I was bitten by a hat-wearing monkey that escaped from a science lab, as opposed to a non-science lab.
I mean, I
but-
guess you could surround yourself with animals with hats on though, and then they will be able to tell which
Yes.
one's the right one.
Oh my god! And like I go to like a dog grooming show or something to blend in, and no one knows it's me. But there's like a dog napper there, and I get
Oh,
him.
perfect.
Oh my
perfect.
god, guys, we are selling this to DC. They will totally buy it. They are.
Not enough murders. Not enough arms being chopped off.
Oh no, they'll make it gritty. It's fine. I'll turn into like a pig that gets experimented on or something. I don't know. They'll make it gritty. It's fine.
We'll get Brett Booth to draw it.
Yes. Oh god. So Jamie, what's yours?
I don't know. I don't know how I can like match that.
What were you thinking of? And we'll try and improve it.
Oh, I've just drawn a blank.
Knowing you, it would be something kind of like telekinesis, some kind of anti-lazy thing.
Yeah, well, that was like if it was going to be a non-weird superpower, I'd be teleportation, because then I can just like sit in a chair and then teleport to places in chairs. So
In chairs.
yeah. So,
Wait,
but I don't know. I was
You
just
know,
thinking,
you know wheelchairs do that, right?
they don't teleport.
Not if you buy a cheap one. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yours would be some kind of lazy thing, like you can telekinesis, but there's a 50% chance that it will just be a live grenade that you grab instead of the TV remote or something.
Whoa. High stakes
So
for
there's that risk where either I'll manage the cup will come to me, or it will turn into a grenade and just blow up in my face.
It's
I feel like
either
our
like
weaknesses aren't as harsh as yours.
no, I think this is quite
Like
fair.
50-50, either I get a cup of water or I'm gonna die.
It's either no, okay. How about like you get the thing you want, or like a live raccoon?
I guess you could like become friends with the raccoon and like have it as a psychic.
The coon.
The coon. Yeah. I feel like it should be something. It should be telekinesis, but you get something. No, maybe not a grenade or a raccoon, but like, I don't know, like you're supervillain. There's like a 10% chance you'll accidentally pull your nemesis like into your hand instead. Oh, Obama, what are you doing here? Oh no,
What?
oh I fucked it.
Obama's
Oh.
my nemesis?
What?
He apparently he is now.
Whoa.
I didn't mean that. I meant
It's going all
like
the way to the top.
it's high stakes in this comic. I
Hydra?
didn't mean that. I meant Hydra. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm trying to think of a downside to teleportation as well.
There isn't a downside.
Like, there's a 10% chance that one of your limbs gets left behind or something.
Ooh.
You can teleport, but you always teleport inside like a Justin Bieber concert.
Ugh. I'd rather teleport over a volcano.
I don't know. I feel like there should definitely be some downside.
Maybe I can turn into a piece of Lego.
What?
Sorry, I was just looking
Did
at
you
my
get
Lego.
high between like the 5 seconds we were having a conversation?
I was just looking at my Lego.
I was just looking at my Lego.
Because it shut up. And how cool would that be, though? You just turn into a bit of Lego and be like, whoa! It'd be fun.
But how would you use that power? I mean, yeah, your villain might step on you, but you'd have to just fight people that didn't wear
Yeah, but if you
shoes.
think about that... Oh, yeah, shit, shoes.
Oh yeah, shoes are a thing.
Also, like your nemesis could just like pick you up, pull your head off, you're dead.
Yeah, but Legos
Exactly.
don't die when their head gets pulled off.
Oh my god, that's true, because Lego Movie is canon, probably.
Yeah, but you can't like reassemble your body. Wait, or can you?
You can. You can
When you
pick my
turn
head
back
up.
to human after being a Lego, but like they separate your body, does it all just like magically reform, or do you just like turn into a decapitated head?
I can magically reform my body if it's close enough.
Okay, but then you have to have a weakness.
I'm Lego, I'm tiny. People can just pick me up and swallow me and I'll be dead.
Why would they swallow you?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
What if they
I'm
hit
going
you
to
with a
poop
hammer?
out
You're
my
dead?
nemesis.
There's a
Well, I guess-
toddler. A toddler's my nemesis. I hate kids.
Oh god.
I mean, I guess if like I said, like I was thinking, like I guess if you get hit by a hammer, you like die. But then I guess that would happen if you're a real like. As like, a
That happens
person
normally.
anyway.
If you get hit by a hammer, you die.
But I don't know. How would I get... I don't know. My weakness is that I'm tiny and I'm Lego and people can pull me apart and throw my head out a window and I'll be fucked, right?
That's true, actually. Okay, so how far? What's the distance? Is it like if it's more than like a meter away from your body or something?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why you don't.
And
you
it's
don't
and
want
it's
anyone
not
to
just
find
my
out.
body. It's any Lego pieces. I can kind of like do the kind of like the master builder thing.
Oh, that's cool. Oh man, why don't we live in?
We'd
Second
be great superheroes, guys.
But I do now. I'm a
Oh.
Lego superhero.
I'd be a terrible too. Well, I don't know. I'm a dog with a hat. I feel like I'm the best. I kind of want to draw this. I might have to draw this.
You should draw it, and then it'll be a picture, our picture for.
No, our
The
picture has to
podcast.
be you looking ridiculous and us looking really attractive, to make up for the past one.
For next episode, it'll be my horrible picture that you guys have found, and then And then the one after, it'll be us as superheroes, where I'm
Okay.
Lego Boy, you're
Dog
Hat
with
Dog,
a hat.
and then
Hat dog.
Andrew's Shadow Kid.
Okay, I'll see. I mean, I should be doing other things, but I feel like this will be more fun.
Oh yeah, no, I have exams in a week, but I will like definitely do this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this is far more important. Okay, excellent. Right, I'm gonna go cry about the fact that Game of Thrones isn't on next week, and then I'm gonna look up pictures of Will on it.
Follow me on Twitter at JamieR_B, Cassie Parks at Cassie Parks, and Andrew Johnson at Lost Guard. Thank you for listening.